The back-to-back hits at St. Petersburg, which were attributed to braking feel, blighted Power's performance in qualifying, where he started 13th on a street course where he's been on pole and won. And in the race, another collision with the same wall left the number 26 sitting 22nd in the final standings. At Phoenix, Power's first lap of 174.137 miles per hour was comfortably fastest at that point in qualifying, but the rear of his car broke away on entry to Turn 1 and kept going, which caused the number 26 car to crash rear first into the wall and roll onto the apron before coming to a stop at the entry to
Power
pit
is out of the
lane.
care center, and you were hobbling a little bit. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I just my knee hit the dash when it came up, so just pretty sore, but nothing broken or anything.
So you'd be cleared to drive?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, man, I just know what happened to the car. It was so much looser than we were this morning. It was very strange. That was tough. Yeah, the car had been very comfortable there all day, so yeah, man, rough start to the year for sure. Just these sort of things happening are not good.
Thank you, Will.
Meyershank Racing's weekend got off to a rough start when Felix Rosenqvist found the wall at the halfway point of Friday's 1-hour practice session at the Phoenix Raceway Oval. The rear of Rosenqvist's number 60 Honda began to slide while charging through the rapid Turn 1 to 2 complex, which came as a surprise to the Swede, as the car appeared to be stable prior to the unanticipated loss of grip. The left side of Rosenqvist's car took the brunt of the heavy impact, which damaged the nose, rear wing and suspension, along with bodywork. Extra time was required to remove the car as fluids poured from the stricken machine, which led the AMR safety team to wrap the underside of the number 60 Honda in a containment tarp to prevent leaking while the car was towed to the garage. Felix Rosenqvist, who crashed in morning practice and whose Meyershank Racing entry didn't take part in qualifying.
Felix, firstly, just happy to see that you're okay. That was a nasty impact. Just tell us what happened.
I just lost it in turn 2 on exit. Got a little loose in the middle. Kind of recovered, and then it snapped again, and I just couldn't catch it. So yeah, super bummed. Very early in the practice, obviously still kind of getting up to speed. So yeah, just a tough one to save. Big hit. So I hope we can get it together. Yeah, just super bummed for everyone in the team. Car felt pretty good until just a little loose. So yeah, see what we can do from here.
Okay, thank you, Felix.
Also disappointed were two of the stars in the season opener in St. Pete, Dale Coyne Racing's pair Roman Grosjean and rookie Dennis Hauger, who were left languishing in 20th and 22nd respectively, both drivers that they missed the gearing and were thus hitting the rev limiter on both straights. It's time to talk about the highlights because Juncus Hollinger Racing continues to show strong pace on this type of track, especially on ovals. Last season, the team had already been very solid alongside Connor Daly, and they came very close to achieving some important results. For different reasons, they were not able to fully convert that into big finishes, but the potential was clearly there. This season is starting with positive signs once again. Rinus VK qualified in 8th position, while Stingray Rob appears in 12th place, which is one of his best qualifying results in Indycar. I believe they have the pace for tomorrow's race. We'll see what happens, but starting from 8th and 12th position, this is definitely a team that needs to be taken into account. The second row for tomorrow afternoon's race will comprise two Rahal Letterman Lanigan Hondas. Mick Schumacher was the first IndyCar driver to make a qualifying run on Friday afternoon at Phoenix Raceway and impressed with a 173.667 miles per hour average during the first oval qualifying performance of his career. Schumacher didn't know where it would leave the number 47 Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing Honda among the 25 entries for Saturday's Good Ranchers 250, but he watched with a smile. After 11 drivers made their runs, Schumacher sat second, behind RLL teammate Graham Rahal, who moved to first with a 173.993 miles per hour average.
A lot of smiles around the 15 crew and Graham Rahal. We saw you get out. Congratulations for your teammate Mick Schumacher. Tell us about that run.
Yeah, it was a good, clean run, and that was actually, honestly, I was just most impressed with Mick. I mean, to go out there, first guy, and to put the laps in he did, I thought was phenomenal. So, and it was obviously gave me confidence, and it should give Louis some as well to just go throw it in there. So, but for Wex and for Envy on his car and Droplight and all of our partners to, just like, look, it's who knows where we end up, but the reality is it was a damn good step forward, and we'll take it.
How are the conditions of the track feel versus this morning?
Track's good right now, and a little wind picking up, but not like when we tested here. It was super windy. Ambient's good. Everything's pretty good. So yeah, it's fast.
Happiness all around in the Rahal Letterman Lanigan.
David Malukas will lead the NTT Indycar Series field to the green for Saturday's Good Ranchers 250 at Phoenix International Raceway, while the man he replaced at Team Penske, Will Power, will start from the back row after hitting the wall in qualifying. Malukas was the first driver to break the 175 miles per hour barrier with an opening lap of 175.671 miles per hour and backed it up with a 175.096 to set a two-lap average of 175.383 miles per hour. That was over 0.8 miles per hour faster than teammate and short oval expert Joseph Newgarden, who nonetheless will start from the front row.
As he welcomes in his car to his pit as it came off of the qualifying line, David, what was that wait like, waiting for everybody to take their best shot at you?
Oh, man, it was kind of the story of our life last season. We had so many provisional poles. We're 13th in line. You got to wait, and right at the end, somebody would get us. But I think track came in our favor today, and finally it got worse towards the end. So everybody started to struggle, and we maintained our pole there. So it feels very good, and, man, thank you to everybody, to the captain, team Penske here, Verizon, Chevrolet, everybody involved. It's been a big crew, a lot of hard work this preseason to get these cars where they need to be and make my job easy.
You've always done so well in the ovals, passing cars. What do you think looking ahead to this 250-lapper tomorrow afternoon when you're going to be the one leading them to the flag?
I think it's going to be a good race. I think that NASCAR grip, it's going to be a big play, and we're going to have to try to do some data, look at everything, and see where that's going to put us. But I think we're in for a good race.
Looking forward to seeing what you can do. Congratulations on this pole position.
Thank you.
At Dixon has been the debriefing of the PNC Bank crew and how the car feel on your run.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Balance-wise, I think, we were kind of there, but we're just kind of on the edge of, the box. So if anything kind of doesn't feel right or go right through the corner, it just gets exaggerated. So, it was not a super clean run. As soon as you get into the middle 1 and 2, where you want to actually start turning more, the car turns by itself, and I think that's what we saw with Will. Hopefully he's okay, where it just kind of over rotates. So wind direction's definitely different. Track temps come up probably 30 degrees since we ran this morning, and all of us were struggling a little bit this morning too. So it's just been a bit exaggerated, I think.
I mean, you're running so fast out there, talking about those wind speeds. I mean, how much time do you really have to assess all that before you really turn a quick qualifying run?
Well, you go in, with positive mindset, obviously, that you just think you're going to stay flat and the car's going to have, loads of grip, and then you just really got to back up from that and alter if it doesn't go that way, especially right out of the gate. So, all of us, it's just by feel, how the car's rotating, how it's yawing, and then, adjust on the move, man.
We'll see where it stacks up. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
Down with Santino Ferrucci. Santino, Davey was complimentary of your line, but not looking like the fastest run. What's the car missing?
No, we were really good in free practice, man. That's what happens when you get taken out at the start of a year and you got to go one of the first two cars. Probably just lacking some downforce. Got super tight in 1 and 2, and I nearly spun it in 3 and 4, trying to make adjustments. And then
we got one in the wall right now. Got power in the wall.
Stuff like that. So just hanging on, and yeah, we'll just pass a lot of cars tomorrow. It'll be fun.
All right, that's Santino Ferrucci.